Hello and welcome to our Swahili Online. Today I want us to take a little bit of our time and learn about the 12-hour clock in Swahili. I got this sample clock and I thought it will be ideal for us to learn. For you to understand our today's video, I would urge you to go back to our previous videos whereby I taught you how to count. But let us do a recap. Let us remind ourselves the basic numbers, which were 1 to 12, and we will use in our 12-hour clock. As you remember, 1 was moja, mbili, tatu, nne, tano, sita, saba, nane, tisa, kumi, kumi na moja, and finally kumi na mbili. Those are the most important numbers that we will use in our 12-hour clock. One thing that is unique about reading time in Swahili, which is different from English, is that we read opposite from what is done in English. For example, if it's 9 o'clock in English, in Swahili we will say saa tatu. We read the opposite number, which is saa tatu. If it is 10 o'clock, for another example, we will read the opposite number, which is saa nne. And so on. For example, if it's 1 o'clock, let me move to 1 o'clock. We'll read the number that's exactly opposite, which is 7, and we will say saa saba. So, you can do it by yourself. 1 will be saa saba, saa nane, 2, 3 will be saa tisa, 4 will be saa kumi, 5 will be saa kumi na moja, 6 saa kumi na mbili, 7 saa moja, 8 saa mbili, 9 saa tatu, 10 saa nne, 11 saa tano, and 12 saa sita. You can realize that before I say any time, any number, I begin with the word saa. Saa is clock in Swahili. That's why I say saa moja. Saa also means time. The time now is 1. So, ni saa saba. Another thing about a clock, or about 12-hour system of time, we have AM and PM, so that we can make 24 hours. So you have to specify, if it's 12, you have to specify whether it's 12 AM or 12 PM. If it's 3, you have to specify whether it's 3 PM or 3 AM. There is a way we also do it in Swahili, so that you don't confuse time. In Swahili, at night, we call it usiku, and day, we call it mchana. So, you can say, for example, if it's 3 PM, or let me take another time, let me take 1 PM. 1 PM will be saa saba ya mchana, and 1 AM will be saa saba ya usiku. And if it's in the morning, in Swahili we say asubuhi. Evening we say jioni. So if it's 7 in the morning, in Swahili we say saa moja asubuhi. If it's 6 in the morning, in Swahili we say saa 12 asubuhi. If it's 6 in the evening, we will say saa 12 jioni. And if it's 7 in the evening, we say saa moja jioni. Or if it's 5 in the evening, we say saa 11 jioni. What about midday? We have midday, 12 noon. 12 noon in Swahili, we will say saa sita mchana. And 12 midnight, we will say saa sita usiku. I've told you about the hours. Let me touch a few on the minutes. For example, if you read my clock, right now it's saying it's 1:05. 1:05 in Swahili we will say saa moja na dakika tano. Minutes, we read minutes in Swahili the same way we read minutes in English. If it's 1:15, or let's say 1:20, we just count the minutes the way you do in Swahili. In English you will say 1:20. In Swahili you will say saa saba na dakika 20. That's why I urge you to go back to counting so that you can remember how we were counting from English to Swahili. The way we translated counting from English to Swahili. If you go there, you'll realize 20 is 20. So it will be saa saba 20. We have common ways that we've been using to look at time in English. For example, if it's 15 minutes past 1, in English, we wouldn't say it's 15 minutes past 1. We'll say it's 1:15. There's a similar way of reading it in Swahili. So, if it's a quarter in Swahili, we call it robo. If it's a half, you say nusu. So, if it's 1:15, you will say saa saba na robo. Saa saba na robo. And if it's 1:30, we will say saa saba unusu. Saa saba unusu. And if it's 1:45, we will say saa nane kasorobo. Saa nane kasorobo. And this applies to all hours. So when you're reading time in Swahili, you have to specify 1, if it's in the morning, in the evening, during the day, or at night. Another thing that's special and you should always remember is that if it's 1 in English, in Swahili you read the exactly opposite number, which is saa saba. If it's 2, the opposite, which is saa nane. I hope you've learned, and I hope you have enjoyed. Have a good day. Let's meet another time. Thank you.